Hey everyone, it's Sierra, also known as Fae-Fangs, and today I'm going to do the Darkling Tag. I was tagged by Brenna Paige to do this tag, my best friend, so let's get started. I put all the questions on my phone so it'd be easier for me to go through and name them all off. First question, what is your favorite candle scent? I have one candle that we just recently got at the dollar store, and it starts off, I think it's like maple sugar, and then it goes into like cinnamon or something, and then to pumpkin. And I know that's like really stereotypical white girl candle, but I love it and it smells delicious and I want to eat it. So that's my favorite candle. Do you have a favorite book? I do have a favorite book. It's actually a book I don't own and I really need to buy it, but it's called Voyage of the Beset, and I read it in grade school and I really liked it because it had a lot of art based on like fairies, and there were mermaids and dragons, and there was a sphinx in there, and there was like Medusa, and they brought all these creatures onto their ship. I can't remember exactly how the story goes, which is why I definitely need to get a new copy of this book. But another book I really enjoyed was Storm Thief by Chris Whitting, and it's kind of like a dark fantasy. His other book, Poison, is also a dark fantasy, and I really enjoyed both of those. And one of my followers recently got me this, which I'm really excited to dig into, and it is a book on Norse myths. Next question. Are you a tea or coffee person? Both. Both is good. I have to have coffee in the morning or else I am incredibly grumpy. Like, don't talk to me until I've had my coffee. I just can't do it. And as for tea, I drink tea constantly. I drink it more than water, which isn't good for me, I know, but it's so good. And it's got to be really sweet, both my coffee and my tea. Super sweet, like more sugar than tea and coffee. What is your favorite brand and color of lipstick? I don't really have a favorite brand of lipstick because I usually just do black, and you can do that with eyeliner. Right now I'm actually wearing Elf's moisturizing lipstick in Blackout. It's this, and it's really, really soft. It makes my lips feel really soft, and it smells really good, and I totally want to eat it. And Brenna recently had me try, I think it was called Makeup Monsters. She got a shade of liquid lipstick in green, and I absolutely fell in love with that. So I'm definitely going to have to buy that. But really, the only color I wear is black for the most part, because it's easy for me to overdraw my lips without making it super obvious that I'm overdrawing them. What is your favorite perfume or cologne? I actually got Lady Gaga's perfume from my mom for Christmas, I think last year, and I absolutely love it. I try not to wear it a lot, but as you can see, other people have been wearing it a lot, so I'm running low, but it is black, which is super spooky, and Brenna says I like old lady smells, but I think I like classy, distinguished smells. And I also really like this stuff, but unfortunately Hot Topic is too lazy to, name any of their perfumes, so I have no idea what this is called. I just know it's the Blackcraft perfume in the Purple Skull, and it smells freaking amazing. I also occasionally use Febreze on my clothes to make me smell better. It works. Let's see. Do you have a celebrity crush? This is a really stupid question, because anybody who knows me knows that I am like practically in love with the entire cast of the Avengers, specifically Tom Hiddleston. He is my like one true celebrity crush right now, as Loki, and then as Adam in Only Lovers Left Alive. And I'm actually going to go see Crimson Peak tomorrow, and there's a sexy Tom Hiddleston scene in it, and I'm so excited because he's so perfect. Other than that, celebrity crushes, like I said, the entire cast of the Avengers, especially Tom and Robert Downey Jr. And I used to really obsess over certain band members, but I've kind of fallen out of that lately. If you had to give up the color black, what color would you choose instead? Does charcoal gray count? Like, can I use charcoal gray? Like that really dark gray that's almost black? Because I'm going to go with that. If that doesn't count, I like jewel tones, like really dark green. I always call it Loki green. But really dark green and like that dark maroon red color. Something like that. Or maybe purple, because I really like purple too. If you could change your name to a stereotypical 90s 2000 gothy name, what would it be? Probably like Esther Gortesque or something spooky and classy like that. I don't know. I don't really think about that much anymore, but yeah, I've always liked the name Esther ever since I saw Trinity Blood, and Gortesque was kind of a word I made up to use as a last name there for a while until Facebook decided to make me change my last name to my real last name. What are your top 3 tips for surviving hot weather while black clad? Definitely sunscreen. Wear a lot of sunscreen. Wear makeup with SPF in it. I would say don't leave the house if you can help it until like after 6 o'clock, because that's when it gets less sunny and it's cooler out. If you have to go out in the sun, like I said, definitely sunblock. And I like mesh. It's spooky and it kind of blocks out the sun. It's going to be hot, but other than that, I generally wear really ripped up clothes or really flowy clothes, like long black flowy maxi dresses with a corset, or like bell sleeve tops, something loose fitting that's going to be nice and airy, but thin fabric is key. What song will always make you happy? Doesn't have to be a goth band. I don't know a single person who doesn't dance and sing to this song whenever it comes on the radio, but Gives You Hell by All American Rejects. Like, anybody who has ever gone through a shitty breakup will sing along to Gives You Hell. And I don't know, it's just such a fun song, and it's a big fuck you to all your exes that screwed you over, you know? That song will always make me happy. Are you active in the arts, play an instrument, paint, write, etc.? A lot of you know I am pretty artsy. I illustrate, I do a lot of digital illustrations, and I work as a graphic designer for a company, doing t-shirt designs and stuff like that. I've just sort of picked up writing a little bit. My friend Chrissy has kind of inspired me to write fan fictions a little bit, but nothing I would publish or put out there yet. I do some crafty stuff here and there, but not a lot. I don't really have time for it, unfortunately, working 2 jobs right now. I wish I had more time to do craftier stuff and really get into the arts more. I barely get any time to draw anything for myself anymore or take commissions, so that's definitely something I want to get into more of, but I do consider myself artsy. If you had a teacup or mug made inscribed just for you, what would you have it say? Elf trash. It would say elf trash because I am elf trash. Yeah. What is your number 1 non-goth hobby? I guess gaming. I game a lot. I don't know if that's considered gothy or not. I've heard that there's like a genre of goth that they define as nerdy or something, and they play Magic and D&D and stuff. But I do a lot more like video games on the PC, Dragon Age, Mass Effect, World of Warcraft, RPGs, preferably games where I can play as an elf. Fallout, though. Yeah, I don't know if that'd be gothy or not, but I love gaming. If you could be a supernatural creature, what would it be and why? I would be an elf. I would be an elf. It's like the dumbest question ever for me. There's so many different kinds of elves, and some of them are like really savage, and they're always beautiful and elegant, wise, usually. I think I would maybe go with a night elf because they're really tall and they have purple skin sometimes and like blue hair and they have fangs. Like, night elves are the shit, but blood elves are really pretty too. Or a Dalish elf, but what's been going down in Dragon Age is like maybe I shouldn't be a Dalish elf. But anyway, yeah, I'd probably be an elf. Or a dragon. Being a dragon would be sweet because I could catch people on fire and all I would have to do all day is lay around in my hoard of shit, not giving a fuck about what anybody says or thinks, because I'd be a fucking dragon. Who's gonna talk shit on a dragon? What horror monster-based superpower would you have? See, this question confuses me a little bit because most horrors I have seen, the monster doesn't really have powers. It's either just a monster or it's just a dude who's killing people. Like, I don't know, but I guess if I would have any powers, maybe it would be kind of like Nightcrawler's powers, where he can like poof and poof and poof. I would love to do that. Or Mystique's powers, where she can change her shape at will. I would use that so much because I feel like I constantly need to change and shapeshift all the time. So Mystique's powers would be the shit, and I'm sure there's a horror monster out there somewhere that can shapeshift. Kind of answered the question. Do you feel comfortable interacting with other goths or gothy people online or in real life? Why or why not? Not really, no. I remember just messaging Brenna for the first time was really nerve-wracking for me because I was really worried she was going to be a huge bitch. And meeting her in person the first time was also really nerve-wracking because, again, I was worried she was going to be a huge bitch. And that's nothing against her, it's just goth girls and people in the goth subculture in general are very judgmental, and they feel like they have to constantly compete with each other over who's spookier than who and who likes all the goth bands and who shops where, and that's very intimidating, and I don't like being a part of that. So yes, I am very intimidated by meeting and talking to other spooky people. Let's see. Which is more important to you, great hair or great makeup? I really think you should have a balance of both. I'm looking like poop today, so I shouldn't be one to talk about this, but a balance of both is good. Like, your hair and your makeup should be on the same level, but at the same time, I've seen some girls with, like, some ratchet-ass hair make it totally work when their makeup game is super strong, and you could just be like, I'm going for that glamour grunge look today, so, you know, I guess I'd put makeup a little bit higher than hair, but really, you should have a balance between the two. Let's see, is there something you wish there was more of in your subculture? Acceptance, love, compassion, like, be fucking nice to each other, because, as I said, people in the goth subculture always feel like they have this need to compete all the time, and they're freaking rude to people who are new to the subculture who might not know what band is what. Like, you hear a baby bat come in the culture and say, I love Marilyn Manson, and people are ready to slit their throats. Like, who the fuck cares? Give them a list of goth bands, like real goth bands. You know, let them know Marilyn Manson is not considered a goth band, but do it with respect. Do it kindly. Quit chasing everybody out of the subculture. Y'all are rude as fuck. You're super rude. You need to stop that. Like, I really wish there was more love and acceptance in it, which is why I've strayed so far from the subculture lately. I don't really talk to any of my, goth friends anymore on the internet besides, Brenna. And, I mean, everybody's so rude. It's ridiculous. And I remember one time, I said the closest thing I listen to real goth music is Him, which I was not implying that Him is a goth band at all, and some girl freaked the fuck out on me. She's like, they're not a real goth band, blah, 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 gothic metal's not a real genre, blah, blah, and bitch, calm down. It was a joke, and you took it way too serious. Next question is, care to share an embarrassing story related to your darkness? I got kicked out of the mall once because my face was too disturbing. That is an actual quote from the security guard that kicked me out of the mall at 15 years old. Kicked me out, by myself, at night, had to go stand in the parking lot and wait for my mom to come pick me up, because my face was too disturbing. How fucked up is that? Another embarrassing story is I actually had somebody come up to me in middle school and they were like, I heard you sacrifice animals in your basement. What? Anybody who knows me knows I love animals. I don't believe you should kill animals without proper reason, like food, use what you kill. I don't sacrifice animals in my basement. And a couple rumors have been started about me regarding that type thing in school. And then a teacher once asked another student if I was on drugs because of how I looked. No, I'm not on drugs. No, I never have been. So really a lot of my embarrassing situations regarding my spoopiness has been like rumors started about me based on stereotypes that just aren't true. I think though the most embarrassing thing was being kicked out of the mall for my face being too disturbing. What? That same security guard also kicked kids out for sagging their pants though, so I'm pretty sure he got fired. Next question. How are you at DIY? I really have to kick myself in the ass to do it. And when I do it, I tend to rush it, I think. Like, I don't sit down and pre-plan things as much as I should. Which needs to change, because there's a lot of cosplays and stuff I want to make myself, and things like that, but money and time and impatience. Quickly describe your ideal wedding. I'm at this point in my life where I don't really want to get married. It sounds like a trap. I haven't seen very many marriages work out around me, but I guess my ideal wedding would either be like Lord of the Rings wedding, where like I wore a beautiful elven gown, probably off-white, not white, but tiara, really pretty, wavy hair. People could dress up in Ren Fair garb if they wanted to, be optional, but have a lot of the decorations be really elven and really whimsical and pretty. Or go like the complete opposite of that and have like a Halloween party wedding where everybody can dress up however they want. And I would probably look like a vampire queen, like black and red dress and like big friggin' messy ass hair and crazy dark makeup and like a corset dress, and yeah, like it would either be really whimsical and beautiful or fucking Halloween all the way. No in between with me. Confessionals, aka true or false. I love watching cheesy romance films. False. I really don't like cheesy romance films. I don't like romantic comedies. I like gothic romance, I guess. I feel like Only Lovers Left Alive had that sort of gothic romancy feel to it. Kind of like The Corpse Bride, I guess, is enough romance for me. I'm gonna go see the Crimson Peak, which is supposed to be a gothy romance, but I really don't like cheesy, overdone, gross romance films at all. I always remember to wash my makeup off at night. That is true. I have to, or else my face breaks out really bad. I'm actually filming this on my webcam, so you guys can't see how like dry my skin is right now, and you guys can't see my little tiny bits of acne I have going on my chin and like right here. But if I don't wash my makeup off, I break out like so bad. So I have to remember to wash it off at night. I sleep with plushies. That would be true if I had any plushies to sleep with, but I'm pretty much all out of plushies that I could sleep with. But I really do like sleeping with plushies. I like having something to squeeze and squish when I'm sleeping, but I don't have any. I wear non-black pajamas most nights. That's false. All of my pajama bottoms that I regularly wear are black, and then I usually just throw a band t-shirt on with them, and most of my band t-shirts are black. I think the only non-black shirt I wear to bed is my Loki shirt, and it's gray. I still listen to a boy band that disbanded years ago. Only if My Chemical Romance counts, but other than that, no. Not one for boy bands at all. I think Andrew Eldritch is overrated. I don't listen to Sisters of Mercy, so I don't give a shit. I don't like vampires. That is false. I love vampires. I love like Interview with a vampires, and I also love that like 30 Days of Night vampire where they're like just freaking disgusting and feral and mean and crazy. I just don't like the Twilighty vampires. So, I mean, I am picky about my vampires, but true, I like vampires. I don't like clubs. I have not been on the club scene enough to decide if I like clubs or not. I've only been to one. It was enjoyable, but I don't think there were enough people there for me, and I wasn't a fan of some of the people that were there, which made it hard. And I don't like dancing anyway, so there's kind of no point in me going. I'd just rather go to a concert and, see one or two good bands that I actually enjoy than go to a club. I'm dating a goth/darkly inclined person. Darkly inclined person, yes. Goth, no. He likes a lot of the same things as me. He likes horror and metal and spooky stuff and Halloween stuff, but I wouldn't call him goth. Yeah. I don't enjoy graveyards. That's false as fuck. I do enjoy graveyards. I don't ever go to them, but I enjoy them. I like that they're there. I like that we place memorials for people, in that sense. And I like that you can go and show your respect to those people by going to a graveyard. I would love to have a picnic in a graveyard, but the opportunity has never come, and so I just haven't. I don't live close enough to one where I could just go have a day of walking in a graveyard. But yeah, I like graveyards. Blood makes me queasy. False. I've watched enough slasher fics to not be, queasy by blood. I'd sooner faint than pet a spider. They have too many legs. Too many legs. I don't like spiders. They invade your personal space. They're too fast. Some of them jump. I don't like spiders, so yes, I would rather faint than pet a spider. I don't like haunted houses. I've never been to an actual haunted house, like a house that was haunted by spooky spirits and stuff. I feel like I wouldn't like that. I don't know, though. I've never had a supernatural experience like that. As far as haunted houses, like, for Halloween and stuff go, they're fun. I don't like that they can touch me, but I can't touch them back. Like, I can't hit them for grabbing my hair, because that's happened a few times. And, honestly, as of right now, I don't like being scared because I have anxiety, and so a lot of times I will go through periods of, like, weeks where I'm anxious and nervous, and, like, that's kind of a constant state of fear. So I already live in so much fear as it is sometimes that I just don't want to add to that. But overall, I think haunted houses are fun. I've been to a couple that I liked. Just, it's not right for me when I'm having an anxiety attack, I don't think. I still browse Hot Topics clearance racks. Absolutely, I am not one of those Hot Topics for posers. No, if you like clothes at Hot Topic, fucking shop at Hot Topic. If you care that somebody is shopping at Hot Topic, you need to calm the fuck down. Stop. They have some really cute stuff. Doesn't make you a poser for buying clothes from Hot Topic. I freaking shop at Forever 21 and H&M. I've shopped at Deb, Pacific Sun, like, whatever. You find something you like, you buy it, you wear it. Who cares what any of those snobs on Facebook have to say about it? Also, it just got dark and spooky in here. Did you see that? It got darker, spookier. Okay, next question. I've never read Dracula. That is true. I've never read Dracula. I don't go out and buy books, ever. If you would like to give me a copy of Dracula to read, I will gladly do it, but we never read it in high school, and if I didn't read it in high school, I probably haven't read it yet. I don't have time to read, really, I work from the time I get up until about midnight, and then after that, I don't want to read. I don't want to work. I want to browse pictures on Tumblr and laugh at my dipshit friends on Facebook and play video games. So, no, I don't really read. But to me, video games are like being in a book. Like, I'm in the book. I'm playing the book. So, I don't know. But as far as Dracula goes, no, I have not read Dracula. I would like to. I just haven't got around to it. I feel like there was supposed to be a question on here about whether or not you think Bela Lugosi's Dead is a boring song or not. And I think Brenna skipped it. I could be wrong, though. I'm pretty sure I saw somebody include it in their Goth, or their Darkling Tag. But, I don't like that song. I mean, it's not a bad song. It's just not something I would go out of my way to listen to. But, yeah. That was the Darkling Tag, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching it as a way to get to know me a little bit better. And if you have any questions you would like to ask me that you would like me to record and post, please do so. I'm a pretty open book. I don't mind talking to you guys about stuff like this. If you have any tags that you would like to tag me in to have me answer, go ahead and message me on Facebook or on here, and I will do so. I'm not going to tag anybody in particular because I know Brenna already tagged a lot of the people I would tag, like Risa. There's a couple people I would like to see do it, like my friend Chrissy, or maybe Dolly, maybe Lissa, but I know they don't really actively make YouTube videos, so if you ladies would like to do it, then do it. I'm tagging you, but if not, no big deal. And if I'm not tagging you and you would like to do it, screw it. Do it and be like, oh, Sierra tagged me after the fact. But, yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like down yonder if you enjoyed it, and subscribe. I'm hoping to make more videos in the future. And, yeah, bye!